So you're thinking about making the move to Welland, Ontario, but before you move here, you need to be aware of the different neighborhoods, the shopping, the real estate, the parks, the schools, the entertainment, the pros and cons, and everything else you need to be aware of before making the move to Welland to ensure one, it's the right small town for you, and two, that you're buying in the best neighborhood for you and your family. So I thought in today's video, we would jump on my computer here and break down the map of Welland and everything you need to know before making the move. So in just a moment, we'll go over the wastewater treatments and where the landfills are, where the industrial areas are, the train tracks and hydro lines. But first, let's look at where Welland is on the map and the different neighborhoods that make up Welland. So as you can see here, Welland, of course, is in the Niagara region and is just south of St. Catharines and southwest of Niagara Falls. Now, this small town here really can be broken down into 4 different distinct areas. So we'll first look at the North Welland. Now, North Welland can be broken down into a variety of different neighborhoods, but really, in my opinion, it's 2 main areas. You have North Welland over here and the 406 or Hunters Point over here. And the thing that's breaking them up is the Old Welland Canal, otherwise known as the Welland Recreational Canal. Now, in this area here, what you're going to be finding in terms of real estate is it's going to be a lot of detached homes and townhomes to choose from. So North Welland, especially in this block here, you're going to find a lot of different side splits, back splits, and bungalows. Then on the very tip of North Welland and into Hunters Point, you're going to find some new real estate options to choose from. Then in terms of the different shopping and local gems you can find in North Welland, if we zoom in here, so you have Thorold Road, right, is the divider here. So number one, you have a lot of different shopping on Niagara Street right here, a couple that are technically in West Welland, but again, you can see if you're living in North Welland, you have shopping on the plazas here right in Thorold Road. But the main 2 shopping centers really in Welland, but particularly North Welland, is over here. You have Seaway Mall, over 100 name brand stores to choose from. In the only indoor shopping mall in all of Welland is located right here, as well as the Welland Smart Center right over here in the 406 Hunters Point area that offers a Walmart, a Canadian Tire, as well as a Rona. Now, in terms of the other amenities that you'll need to enjoy when living in the north end of Welland, you have my favorite local restaurant in all of Welland, Empty Bellies, right here, a perfect spot for the family, as you can find something for all families or all family members to enjoy. But if we look at the parks and community centers here, and we'll even flip on the schools for North Welland, number one, what you're going to notice here is you have the Welland campus of the Niagara College right here on the north end, and that is actually going to be right beside the Welland YMCA over here as well. Then if we go over to the Hunters Point, you will find one French elementary school over here, but mainly it's the Young Sportsplex that is going to be found here. Now, with that said, on the north end is also where you're going to be finding one of the wastewater treatment plants. So if we go over here and look, as you can see, it's right beside Young Sportsplex. You wouldn't really notice it unless you know what to look for, but right here you can find the Niagara Regional wastewater treatment plant right beside that there. So something to be aware of. Now, if you want to learn what the rest of these are, we'll go through the video and show you more in just a second. But now let's take a look at the next area of Welland that we could break down, and that is going to be West Welland. So West Welland, as you can see, is of course West Welland, and it's really just everything that's west of like the Welland River right here and the Welland Canal right here and south of Thorold Street. Now, very similarly, but kind of inverse to North Welland, is where you're going to find a lot of side splits, back splits, bungalows right here. Of course, a lot of historic homes close to the downtown core. And rather than it being on the north end, you're finding the new real estate, it's going to be on the south end in the Quayle Creek neighborhood is where you're going to find a lot of new real estate to choose from. Now, in terms of the shopping and local gems that you're going to be finding on the west end of Welland, as you can see here, really you're not going to find many shopping options. Again, like I mentioned, a couple small plazas right here that border North Welland. Other than that, it's for most part a residential area. Now, with that said, you are just a short drive away from all the shopping up here as well, and it relatively is not that big, and the traffic bottlenecks are basically non-existent. But in a moment, we will break down where the traffic bottlenecks are in Welland. And as you can see, you're right beside the downtown part of Welland that has some local gems. Now, in terms of the different parks and community centers that you can find on the west end of Welland, while we wait for this map to load here, the number one, in my opinion, is Chippewa Park right here. It's got lots of different green space options to enjoy, from a nice rose garden to beach volleyball courts to just a great lawn bowling, a war memorial, just a great spot to go for a walk, jungle gym, splash pad, etc. You'll also find the Maple Park and outdoor pool over here as well to enjoy. And as you can see with the parks and schools, you're gonna have lots of different options. For the most part, like the majority of schools in Welland are going to be on the north and west end. You will find some on the east end. In a moment, we'll be looking at the Fraser Institute to see where the number one schools are rated based on the most recent Fraser Institute rankings. But as you can see, it's nicely distributed. On the north and west end, you will find the two high schools. You have the public high school right here in the Welland Centennial Secondary School, and then the Catholic one right here in the Notre Dame Catholic High School. So those were the different schools in parking for the west. And then the next area of Welland you might be curious of is the South Welland. Now, I think this is two parts of South Welland. You have like the actual South Welland part, which is right over here in the yellow. And then you have like the very tip of like South Welland as well, and Dane City right here. So let's go on this map here and look through the different amenities that we're going to be finding here. So on the south end of Welland, here's probably going to have the least amount of like shopping options for you to get your local like groceries, pharmacy, etc. to choose from. Now, with that said, you're just a short drive to all the shopping on the north end as well as East Welland over here. But with that said, you do have some great local gems close to the downtown. You have the Mexican Taco Zone right here, the Bridgewater Brewery right here, as well as the Black Sheep Coffee Roasters over here to choose from. But in terms of like shopping and like other local gems, not much. Now, in terms of the parks, again, not going to find much on the south end here. You will find the St. George Park that does offer an outdoor pool. The only dog park in Welland is right here. It's a nice little small dog park as well. Lots of rocking trails as well along the Welland River, as well as the Welland Recreational Canal. And perhaps one of, in my opinion, the best sportsplex in the Empire Sportsplex, that's got tennis courts, basketball courts, beach volleyball courts, paddleball courts. But you also have this great launching point here for your paddle boats, kayaks at the Welland International Flatwater Center right over here as well. So that's pretty much it, what you're going to be finding. You will find a couple golf courses here as well on the Cardinal Lakes, as well as out to the west a little bit more outside of Welland. Now, the next area of Welland, oh, we didn't even show Dane City. So Dane City, I mean, overall, not much really amenities to choose from. You got little parks here and there, but for the most part, it's all going to be residential areas, as it was once a small little town, like very, very small. Now it's got a lot of new real estate to choose from. But with that said, not going to find much amenities, both in terms of shopping or other like great parks or community centers to enjoy. Now, the next area of Welland is going to be the east part / downtown Welland and Cook Mill. So downtown Welland is, of course, going to be really along the old Welland Canal right here. And it really is going to be this main street that strips along it. So if we zoom in here and we look at all the different restaurants and local gems, this is the downtown part of Welland right here. So like I mentioned, we have some local gems on the south side. You also have some great local gems on the east side as well. So here is my favorite Italian spot, Matteo's Restaurant. But you'll also find the main farmers market that happens year round at the indoor market square right here in downtown Welland. But you also have the Market City Center right here as well, that offers an outdoor rink and hosts many community events right in downtown Welland. Now, with that said, other than that, you're not going to find like a massive plaza like you will find in the north end of Welland. Now, with that said, you will find some smaller plazas located throughout East Welland, especially on Ontario Street over here. Now, with that said, one of the advantages about living in the east end of Welland, it is definitely one more affordable in terms of real estate compared to the west or north end of Welland. But number 2, you have the Welland Niagara Hospital right here as well that offers emergency services and a bunch of other clinics. Now, with that said, this eventually would be downsized a little bit more to just emergency services, as just south of St. Niagara Falls right here, you have this brand new, it's not going to show on the map right now, but it's going to be a brand new hospital coming in there. So you're going to also have access to a brand new hospital real soon, especially if you're living on the east end of Welland. Now, in terms of public transit, you're not going to find many options to choose from. In a moment, I'll show you where the bus routes are, but you will find the main bus stop, or that offers a bunch of the converging buses right here in downtown Welland, as well as the main spot to get onto a GO bus as well. Now, in terms of the parks and community centers on the east side, you have some notable ones. So on the furthest east part right here, you got Memorial Park, in my opinion, the best outdoor pool in all of Welland, as well as a bunch of different baseball diamonds. Then closer to the downtown core, you'll find the Welland Community Center that offers like billiards, community lab, a public library, a woodshop room, but the main Welland arena here for an ice rink, to the Great Merritt Park that offers a great outdoor amphitheater right alongside the Old Welland Canal. A few other great like public libraries right here, and actually one of the great parks as well if you're looking for like waterfront trails to walk on. Merritt Island Park is this long strip here that you got this walking trail, of course another spot to launch your paddle boat or paddle board and kayak as well. But with that said, as you're going to be seeing here, for the most part, it is primarily residential. And if we flip on the schools here, you will find, again, a decent distribution of schools here, with the 2 high schools actually being right beside each other right here on the east end of Welland. Then the last area of Welland is Cook Mills. So that's just this massive rural part right here. Not much shopping, not much community centers. But if you're looking for private bungalows that offer large lots or custom estate homes, that's what you're going to be finding here with some different golf courses. Now, if we look a bit deeper into the schools in Welland, what we're going to be finding out here is overall, anything that is rated above a 6 is considered above the provincial average. So that's anything that's a yellow. Anything orange and red is considered below, and of course, green is of course above again. So as we can see here on the north end of Welland, you have a lot of different schools, all of which are basically above the provincial average. On the east end here, you have schools that are a little bit less on the performance. Now, of course, these rankings here really do fluctuate year over year. So I would recommend actually reaching out to the different schools of Welland to get a personalized recommendation of them. And then in terms of high schools, again, you can see that they are including the number 1 right here is the Franco Niagara Public High School, but you got some great high schools over on the north end as well. Now, in terms of the traffic in Welland, as you can see here, so overall, like if you're coming from Toronto, the traffic in Welland is going to be absolutely nothing. Now, with that said, there are a few bottlenecks. Number 1 is just the 406 / the QEW when you're getting into St. Catharines over here. Now, with that said, if we actually zoom in to Welland here, you will find a couple of bottlenecks around like the downtown part of Welland and these one-way roads right here, as well as a little bit into east. But as you can see, like for the most part, it moves pretty well. And that actually goes back to, if we look here at the public transit, the walk scores, we can see that Welland's got a 35, a 30, and a 50 score. Now, in terms of the walkability in Welland, as you can see, it's pretty much like if you're living around the downtown area, you can get that there. Or if you're living around like Seaway Mall, I would say the 2 most walkable areas in all of Welland. Now, with that said, in terms of like the public transit, here actually shows you the different routes in Welland. So if we actually zoom this one to full map here, as you can see, like pretty much all of them have at least one bus route that you're going to be able to capitalize on, and they all converge in downtown Welland here. However, with that said, like I mentioned, there's no GO train station. So if you're looking to train into Toronto for a quick and easy commute back to the GTA via GO train, you're not going to be finding that here. It's just bus routes and then GO buses. Now, in terms of the bikeability in Welland, I mean, overall, I would say Welland's bikeable. Like you have a couple of different like bike lanes along the canal right here, as well as a couple in the neighborhoods. And I mean, for the most part, some streets will have bike lanes, but the vast majority of Welland streets won't have bike lanes. They're going to be residential streets. However, with that said, they're not that busy of streets for the most part, unless you're on like the main artillery road, in which case you might want to find an alternative path. With that said, 50 bikeability for a small town is absolutely fantastic. So now that we've covered everything, the different neighborhoods, the shopping, the schools. Let's show you where the other areas that you might want to consider moving away from in Welland. So we talked about the wastewater treatment plant. The other one is the landfill just over here on the south end of Welland. Now, the other areas that my clients are usually interested in is the industrial areas. So here they are highlighted again, for the most part, kind of between East Welland and Dane City right here. You will find a bit of an industrial zone right here, as well as up here, again, more near the 406, just north of downtown Welland. So if you're living in East Welland, you're not really going to be noticing it, especially if you're living in West and North Welland over here. Now, in terms of where the train tracks are, well, there are no GO train lines. There are a couple of commercial and industrial train tracks. For the most part, again, going to be running through that industrial zone on the south end of Welland right here. However, you do have two that shoot up to St. Catharines. One of them is running throughout the east end of Welland right here, as well as two through the Cook Mills. Then the last area you might want to be aware of is the different hydro lines. And for the most part, they're really just going to be on the east end of Welland, as it splits right here. As you kind of see, it comes up here and then gets into the Cook Mills and then splits, one going out to Niagara Falls and one going out to St. Catharines, both to their respective power plants generating. So now that you have a complete breakdown and understanding of Welland's map and which areas are right for you and your family, if you want to learn more about another city close by Welland, just a little bit more north, that offers you a bigger city vibe, then the next video I recommend you go take a look at is my video breaking down the map of St. Catharines. So you can find that video right here. Otherwise, I hope you have a great day.